Hello, Gemini. How are you? This is the Guided Intuitive, and welcome to my channel. Happy to have you here. I am here to do a 4-card spread for your month of March 16th through the 31st, 2018. This will be your past, now, future, and your overall outcome, as you well know. I'm also going to pull some cards. This will be from John Holland's Spirit Messages. I think you guys will like them. It's about, the transformation with the butterflies and golden boxes, just exquisite cards. I really like them, and I got them last week, so I'm using them for these last 2 weeks. And you're the last sign here that I'm working on. So super thrilled that you're here. Please note that if this does resonate with you, note your comments below and like and subscribe. We'd also love to have you on our Facebook page, so please go ahead and join us there. And one more thing to note too is please check your moon and rising signs, because those are going to give you a better full message for yourself, and all of those will be out so you can actually check on those and see how that resonates with you. So if you are a Gemini sun and you might have a Capricorn or Aquarius moon or rising, check both those videos out to get a deeper meaning for yourself. So I look forward to this, and if you'd like a private read, be sure to check out theguidedintuitive.com, and note that our Facebook page is available, and just click to visit the group. We'd love to have you. That is the Guided Intuitive as well. So look forward to seeing you there, and let's get started. So in your past position, Gemini, let's see what this has for you here. Okay, this is expansion. Take a look at that. This is expansion. And guys, I am using the Chakra Oracle cards, Life Transformation cards by Tori Hartman. Very cool cards. I like the fun illustrations that they have. But most importantly, it also talks about the chakras. And this being the blue on the edge talks about the throat chakra. This is their 5th chakra, and it is all about communication. So how you're being heard in this world, what you're speaking through your writing, through your voice, through all of that. This is talking about that in specifically. How you're seen and you're heard, and how you reflect on the world, based upon that type of thing. So it's really, really cool. So let's get into a little bit of what this card means. So this being expansion, to me, it really talks about that your life is changing. And as you move away from maybe perhaps old ways of doing things or relating to others, specifically, know that new people are actually entering into your life. And sometimes relationships that no longer work within your life, they tend to actually just kind of leave. Because what happens is that you always need to keep up with your vibration that you currently have. And that way, a lot of times when that happens, that you'll consistently be attracting in new people coming in that match that vibration. Because we're all growing, we're all expanding, right? So, just keep that in mind. Through that whole process, your vibrational frequency is changing of personal upliftment. And this is saying to really call upon higher companions to advise you at this time. Okay. So it could be that those you're resonating with you are those that really speak your language. And it allows you to truly connect with them and learn from them, and to call upon their wisdom at times when you definitely need it. So that's one thing that's really, really nice about this. So, also in terms of expansion, this really talks about how can you create some powerful alliances. And, ask yourself, are new people entering your life? Because that's a true indicator of, things that are really, really shifting for you. And sometimes you need the wise counsel. Sometimes you need that, wonderful energy in terms of collaboration. Sometimes it's spiritual support that you need, right? Especially when you're at stages of uncertainty. So you need to know that you've got some guidance to be able to pull from on your tribe. And that's what I think is super, super cool. So seeking advice is always valuable when you're pushing through some new territory. So if anyone happens to be critical of your dreams at this time, Gemini, keep those people a little bit further away from you at this point, okay? Because you don't want people that's going to hinder your dreams. So with that, there could be a possibility of you changing friends, okay? So keep that in mind. That's always nice to know. And very, very exciting, because your spirit is actually bringing you in new people and people that are helping and supporting you as well. And, you need to broaden your world aspect. And as you develop and broaden your knowledge and your journey and move forward on your path, you're going to be meeting new people. So, and then some, as you see in this spirit, will blow away. So, and it's just all a part of the process. This is wise counsel there. So it's really awfully nice. So now let's move into your now position. This expansion could just be in yourself and your network. It could be an expansion of a relationship, an expansion of a business. It could be expansion of a career, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that inquiry is for you. So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and move into the now position. Aha. So now Gemini, we have impasse. Okay, this is impasse. So maybe you've come between a couple roads here, and here you have it. So this talks about your emotions, and this is the second chakra, which is your sacral chakra. And this is mastering the skill of steering your emotions in a way, even through turbulent times. So this is a strong reminder of that for the most part. And just keep in mind, within that it's powerful to steer your emotions, because then that is, your emotions are an important part of your manifestations as you move forward in life and you start to build on that. So if you're struggling with your feelings and things like that, we always want to focus on if we're not sure what our feelings and where our feelings are coming from, drop down into that next chakra, which is your root chakra of your foundation. And then that's where we actually find some of the answers in there. So, kind of keep that in mind. That's where your emotions are coming from. And your root chakra is all about planning and all of that great stuff. So it is the foundation and the template for all of the other energies, the chakras to stack up upon. So that's a good thing to remember. Now, in terms of an impasse, this wants you to remember that what is done is done. And this card can indicate an end of something, like an end of an emotional upset that you have actually gone through of some sort. And the power to change direction for the better is definitely supported. So the angels appear to protect you, in the long run. And, and I think that's the moon is up there just to kind of see which way that you're going to go and just stop for a moment. But just your angels will definitely appear. So don't worry about that. Whatever it is that you're on, this is a detour. It's not a no. So be in the here and now, and things are really, really will change. And just go where you are led for now. And that's just taking that time a little bit within and go where you are led. So I think that that's extremely important, to call upon those types of energies and to really understand where you're at. Because sometimes in life we've got to change direction, right? And you're going to know, Gemini, what that means for you. What is this saying? And how are you reacting to those types of delays? How is your reaction and your emotional reaction and feelings to those delays, whatever that may be at hand in a relationship, whatever, that next step in your career. This is saying to regroup and refocus, because protection from harm is there. You've got your guardian angels to help you provide the wisdom that you need. And sometimes you just have to surrender to that and just kind of go with how you feel, because this is also an opportunity. Stay focused and find another path, because when you reroute, it's not an ending. The path is blocked, and it's just saying that you're on an impasse, but the goal is still there. So don't wait for a present situation to truly change. Really stay focused and find another path, okay? And that's just listening to your guides, you know? I think that that's really what it is. So I think that's kind of nice. This talks about, because this is in your now position, this actually talks about a story from these cards. It says that two people are blocking this guy's path through the mountains, and there's no way to get around him. And it's like, okay, so let me back up here. There's a guardian angel, and then one day two friends, you know, are dismayed to discover that Reggie is blocking their path through the mountains with no way to get around him. So, and Reggie is that spirit here, and he's saying, nope, you're not going this way, guys. You're not going to go. And these two guys, they're wondering why this guy Reggie wants to stop them, this spirit Reggie. And, you know, not daring, you know, to pass, they end up taking another route. And Reggie moves on, having protected, you know, the two travelers. And what happens is he ended up protecting them from a landslide ahead that would have been actually claimed their lives. So remember that a reroute is not an ending. And sometimes when you're going down a path and things just don't seem to be working, and I mean really not working, and you're feeling it, you know, you're just really feeling it, saying, I've got to take another route to go around this because something's not working. You know, heed that advice. You know, Spirit is there to guide you. And that's what this is saying, because a reroute is not an ending. It's just a reroute, right? There's a different way. We know life's path is not just this straight trajectory all the way up, right? We know that sometimes it can go zigzag, zigzag, and you end up where you're supposed to be, right? The exact same place, right? But it may not be how you anticipated it, how you visualized that, you know? And sometimes it happens in an even better way, you know, with the blessed universe stepping in and with universe stepping in. So there you have it. That's how that card goes. And so let's move on into your future and see what that is. Nice, guys. Neat. I haven't actually seen this card yet. Okay, this is about creation. This is creation. And I like this card because what this talks about is your actual seventh chakra. This is your crown chakra. And this is a place of universal consciousness, which is outside the physical body. So this is what keeps you connected to our humanity through the seventh chakra. That's where we vibrate through our seventh chakra, and will help keep you connected to our humanity. And it's neutral in color. And I always want to point this out. It's neutral in color because spirit in essence is neutral. And through your seventh chakra, you receive messages from spirit that, you know, kind of don't have the human worry that's all attached to it, right? It's just, it's more of in its pure neutral form. So, you know, this might be the creation of something that you're currently doing right now. It's about expansiveness, wisdom, spirituality, enlightenment, and all that really great stuff. So there's a little bit of magic in this too. So it's saying that your path is an artistic one, Gemini. And this is saying to express your love in a very tangible art form, and that it's time to make some decisions. And you might want to ask yourself, are you waiting for someone's permission to create your life? And what do you need to see in order to claim your own gifts? Look in the mirror and ask that. What is it, Spirit, that I need to see in order to claim my own gifts? Because this card is saying, be open to the magic. There is some lasting transformation, awakening, and creativity. And it's about finding your muse and owning your gifts. And a cool way to do this, Gemini, in terms of creation, is, you know, open up a notebook with a clean page. And then close your eyes and imagine a shaman standing in the midst, holding out her hand. And follow her into that mist. And as you walk, she motions you to sit. And at that moment, ask for her guidance. Pick up your notebook and then write. And just write, Gemini, whatever comes to you. Don't censor, don't judge the words. They may mean just nothing to you at this moment, but they will. And then thank the shaman for her visit. And that's this woman in this picture, and that's what these cards are depicting based on their description. Isn't that neat? So I had to share that with you. You're going to know more how this resonates with you. You might have this creative project you want to do, and you're just not sure how to do it. Use that exercise, and that should hopefully help you, assist and push you through. Okay, Gemini, let's move into your outcome. Aw, I love this. What better way to end your reading with extreme joy? Look at that. This is fabulous for you guys. This is so cool. I really love this for you. So what joy, right? Absolutely what joy. Now the yellow represents the third chakra, which is your solar plexus, okay? So it actually talks about your ability to resolve issues. And, you know, they show you what's on your mind, the light within. The yellow is turning on the lights and letting the spirits know that we're home. You know, if we don't let them know we're there, they can't bring us the desires, right? So ultimately, that third chakra relates to our instinct and how our life is directed by it. So what we see and how our instinct guides our thoughts, we will understand why we do what we do. So very beautiful. So when you talk about joy, this is that vibrational energy that is like walking on air. And this woman is dancing in joy. She's dancing in the daisies. And its purpose is just to really radiate what's inside of us. And that's what joy is. So really, this is a powerful energy that moves your projects forward. So if you were thinking about that creation here, you wanted to expand your outlook, you're at that impasse, you look into your intuition, you start putting the pen to the notebook a little bit, and you start using your intuition and asking for guidance, and boom, right? What joy. I think this is beautiful. And this is saying that moves your projects forward. So don't be... you know, just really focus on your goals. Focus on, you know, any assistance to help draw you closer to your goals. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And the thing is too, is that there's a magic in this whole process. It's about gifts. It's about reward. It's about lighting the way for others and for allowing miracles to come. But in order to do that, you have to be the light and have that joy, right? So I think that is super cool. And you might want to check the other, your other moon and rising signs, because this talks about this. It's just a really cool thing. It talks about a lot of the other signs, that there's another sign that actually got this, and I think that they got it in their not in their outcome, but in their future placement. So just know that there is a significant change coming your way, and it could be even a move, a new job, a marriage, anything like that. And you may not see where you're going, but just know that you're going to land on your feet. This really wants its playfulness, its delight. You're that conduit of joy. And ask yourself, do you invite happiness into your life? And being present is not the same as truly experiencing something. So in that creation, whatever that is, this wants you to kind of keep, you know, to remember that. And there's a higher purpose at hand that's going to profoundly impact your life. And this could be a birth, it could be improved health of some sort, whatever that is. You know, Gemini, more than I do how that stands for you, a relationship, marriage, all of this great stuff. So note in your comments, guys, I'd love to hear it. Let's go ahead and pull some of these cards that I think will help even us elaborate on all the wonderful joy and things that you're experiencing, because there's other things that can come into play, I think, that can help bring us even more clarity in this whole process. So I love that. This is truly just a really great story for you. Expansion, come to a choice. You know, you call on your intuition. You have this creation, whatever it is that you're doing in a relationship, a project, or whatever. But whatever it is you're doing is certainly bringing you some joy. So let's look at what your a few cards that we want to add to the mix to help us there. Vulnerability. Vulnerability. Wow. You know, sometimes when you're at an impasse too, and you're kind of trudging on into the unknown and the unfamiliar territory, this is saying don't let that fear hold you back to call upon your spirit guides, right? And this is in your now position. So don't allow that misguided sense of feeling of vulnerability. You know, don't see that as a negative condition, because it is not. It is definitely not. And don't let fear hold you back, okay? This is saying to break through that fear and put that creation and so you can experience the joy that is duly available for you. This also says stay connected to spirit, okay? Because it's a source of the divine. Many of us have a tendency to really pull away from that connection through our journey sometimes in life, especially in this physical world, but now is an important time. It wants you to connect with spirit here. So keep that in mind as well. And spend some time in nature to absorb the healing properties to make your joy even more expansive. I just really love this for you guys. I really, really do. And then my last one I'm just going to pull just because I felt like I needed to have some sort of finality here. It says, inspire passion. Life devoid of passion can be boring, uninspired. It's like that blank canvas here. So this is saying that now is a time to reignite your passions and bring in that joy. It's an opportunity to set the new goals for creation, which will in turn really reconnect you with all that is sacred. Look at that, guys. Isn't that neat? Oh, I love this for you. Okay, Gemini, well, there you have it. I hope that this resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. I'm sending you inspired energy and passion to enjoy as you go through this process here in these last 2 weeks, which of course can bring you into April too as well. But until then, until April, namaste.